Hi, everybody. Sheila, Michaela. I'm so glad to be here. I thought that with this week's um, Sheila, and the Duck, I would come out here first to make an announcement, and then we can bring on Mr. Dimples for the rest of the broadcast. Um, it is official, sadly official, that I have colorectal cancer. I did not think I would get it. Uh, Good news is we're on top of it. It's early stages. That's the good news. Good news is I've got a great team of doctors that I will be meeting with over the next couple of weeks to decide what we're going to do. Um, we're probably going to try to shrink the tumor through radiation and chemotherapy, and then hopefully it'll go away. Or we may have to resort to surgery. Last week, I went to a doctor who specialize in removing these type of tumors. However, the tumor, the son of a bitch, has grown into my soft tissue of the rectum. And rather than cause me problems down the road by trying to take it out, it could have, in other words, it could have done a lot of damage to me, more damage to me by taking it out than leaving it in. So that's my assessment. It's not the doctor's assessment. That's what I gleaned from it. But he did feel like he could not safely remove it, so he didn't. That next step, next on deck, is radiation and chemotherapy. So we're going to be doing all those consultations. So in the next few weeks and months, we may not have shows. We may have shows. We're going to try to bring on some doctors, maybe bring on my doctor to do a podcast. That's a hope. Maybe we could get some of the care team. And I want to say at the hospital last week, the care team at the hospital there, you guys were fantastic. And a little later on, Mr. Dimples is going to tell on me because anesthesia, you can say the craziest things. And I did. And so Mr. Dimples will be there to tell you all what I said. Probably shouldn't have said. There it is. So that's that. I want to go to my next point. This is time consuming. This is a pain in the butt. No pun intended. Ba-dum-ching. I want to talk about colon cancer, colorectal cancer, from what I know, from a layperson. Probably that polyp or cancer has been growing at a very slow rate of speed for the last maybe 10 years. And every time I got one of those fecal cancer tests, you see them advertised all the time. And every negative test that I got, this tumor was growing. At one time, it probably was not cancerous. But at one point in time, this tumor was growing in my rectum. And if I had just broken down, swallowed my pride, and gotten a colonoscopy, I probably could have nipped it in the bud, so to speak, as Barney Fife said from the Andy Griffith Show. I could have nipped it in the bud and probably would not be going through this, risking full-blown cancer. So I would like to say to you all, if you've never gotten a colonoscopy, go ahead, talk to your doctor, and just get one. Get it. Now I'm speaking to all the young people out there, the people in their 30s, and maybe in their 20s to a certain extent. The world is different than when I was growing up. There's a lot more processed foods, junk foods with all kinds of ingredients that in other countries, they don't allow to be put in their food, and we are taking them in, okay? Which is lowering the age limit to people who can get colon cancer, colorectal cancer. What I'm saying is, if you're in your 30s, get a colonoscopy. Hey, why not? Get it now so that you can avoid troubles that I'm going through. Okay? Don't wait for these fecal tests to me are not foolproof. They don't tell the whole picture. You may think you're buying time, but you're not, because this demon is coming after me, and I'm gonna have to fight it, which I don't really want to have to do. The only thing about colonoscopies, the only challenge is the prep. I get that glycol, whatever solution, the glycol thing in the big jug. You have to drink like a whole big jug of that. It works. And then your poop has to be yellow. Okay, that's their goal. No brown in it, just yellow. But you know what? You get used to it. It's not a big deal. When you think about the chemotherapy and losing the hair, in other words, it's a small price to pay for certainty, because a colonoscopy, it'll tell you whether you got cancer or not. It'll tell you what's going on in your bottom, in your rectum, in your colon. It'll tell you. There won't be no, I've got a negative test, but maybe there's something growing inside me anyway, like Sheila said. Ooh, if I got the colonoscopy, maybe, just maybe, I could nip it in the bud, as Andy Griffith said. For all you young people out there, Google it. Andy Griffith Show. Google it. Nip it in the bud. Barney Fife. It's great. So there it is. So what's my point? My point is, you don't want to be in my position. I've got a whole career waiting for me in ventriloquism, but right now it's put on hold because we've got to get this taken care of before I can move forward. So please, I'm begging you. You may be in your 30s, get your colonoscopy. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, get it. If you've not gotten it, get it, because it could save your life. It saved mine. I know I'm going to survive this. I'm confident that I will survive this. But don't take that chance. Don't risk it, because there's also a chance I might not. And I've got so much more living to do. But now I've got a proverbial monkey on my back reminding me every day, hey, you might die, you might not make it. So there it is. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Forget the fecal tests, fecal cancer tests. Forget those things. Get your colonoscopy. Talk to your doctor. Get a referral. And you know what? They put you to sleep. You don't have to worry about it. You don't feel nothing. You're like, they lay you on your side, okay? And then they do the work. You go to sleep. You go to La La Land. You wake up. You're in recovery. You're like, oh, you have to have somebody drive you to and from the appointment. But you can find somebody from your church, somebody from your civic organization that you're a member of, brother, sister, family member. Just do it. Figure out a way just to do it. And I want to say something in honor of my Uncle Ken. My Uncle Ken died of colorectal cancer. He was my dad's brother. And unfortunately, his relationship with doctors wasn't the greatest. I believe that he felt like, I'll just take my chances. And his chances ended his life early. In other words, he didn't do anything. He didn't get the colonoscopy. he ignored the warning signs and just kept going. His son, my cousin, took up that fight and became um, somebody who does colonoscopies, endoscopist, I think, or whatever, for lower GI stuff. And he's at a very prestigious, famous hospital, working on that. He works with this. He does it. He does these surgeries every day, and he's been a big help and support, by the way. So my point is, life is precious. You may not be born into the greatest situation that life has to offer, okay? But life is precious. And we've got to live every moment. And I know it's corny and cliche, but hang in there. Hang in there is more than just a saying. It should be a way of life. I'm hanging in there. I'm hoping for a better day, because a better day is going to come. You can't give up. Okay? Now, I know I am skirting the colonoscopy, colon cancer message to include other situations and circumstances. But you just can't give up. There was a time I wanted to give up. Oh, there were plenty of times I wanted to give up, but there's nothing like Mother Nature saying, ha ha, you might get what you were hoping for, an early death. I'm sorry. I don't want to die early. I still got so much more to live, so much more to give. And a person in my circumstances, that's a tall order. And I know some of you out there can identify with that. You know what I'm talking about. You feel me. You feel me. But, and look, you know, we're all different and we're all unique. We're all special. And I honestly believe that we should come together. And I support marginalized communities. I support my brothers and sisters who are of different skin tones and skin colors, of different beliefs and different ways of being and expressing their life. You know, I support and love you all. And I think that the fear of my life ending definitively too soon scares the shit out of me. And it scared me into thinking, life is precious. Let's all live it together. And today may not seem like a great day, but it will pass. This too shall pass. So, come together. Get your colonoscopy. Don't waste time with those fecal tests. I know I've said it a million times, but I want to drill it into your head. Don't waste time with those fecal tests. Get your colonoscopy. The prep is worse than the actual procedure. The people are friendly and kind and will treat you great. You just go to sleep. You wake up in the recovery room and they tell you what's going on. Wouldn't you just rather know so you can be on top of it? So, anyway. And please join our Spotify group family. Just follow us. If you go to our website, interact with us, me and Mr. Dimples. If you have a story to tell, go on my website and go to the contact form. Tell your story. You want to be on the podcast? We'll get you on the podcast. because we'd love to hear your story, encouraging stories, and maybe not so much encouraging stories. So there it is. That's my 2 cents. The next time you blink your eyeball, Mr. Dimples will be here. We're here, and I'm here with Mr. Dimples. How are you doing, Mr. Dimples? Doing really good, Sheila. Good too. Yeah, doing really good. Yeah. I love your new outfit. Yeah, I like it too, Sheila. I like it too. You got some nice little blue pants on there. You see y'all see that? Y'all see that? You see it? It's not the Star Spangled Banner pants that you had on before, but they are blue there. And you got a nice little gray shirt on there. That's really nice. Ooh, an Izod shirt. No, it's not an Izod, Sheila. It's not an Izod shirt, Sheila. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, you went to that store, you know? Yeah, I did go to that Play It Again kit. Play It Again. Once upon a it's something. Some kind of it's a clothing store that Once Upon a Child. Yeah, that's it. That refurbishes, renews, and resells old kids' clothes. When they grow out of them, you can donate to them. So Once Upon a Child, hey, if you've got old clothes, donate them. Let them get reused and reworn. I want to know what kind of kid had this shirt on, Sheila. Well, I don't know. Well, what kind of kid do you think had that shirt on? I don't know. He could have been like really dirty. Well, most kids are dirty. They do get dirty, and so. But I think that is a relatively new shirt. It looks like it, Sheila. There's no stains on it. Yeah, no dookie stains. Dookie stains? Yeah, no dookie stains on the tent, Sheila. Can't believe you said dookie stains. Yeah, dookie stains. That's what we used to call it. Dookie stain. Okay. Enough of the dookie stains. Let's don't talk about it. There's no stains on the pants. There's just no Star Spangled Banner there. But it does look better. Yeah, I do have another outfit, Sheila. Oh, that's right. You have the one where you have a dark black Izod, and you've got tan pants. Sheila, why do you do that? Just winding you up. But don't ching. Okay, that was really bad. I am so sorry. Yeah, you are sorry, Sheila. Well, okay. Wow, a lot going on in the news. Yeah, in the news, it's just really, I can't delete it, Sheila. The news is crazy. Stephen Colbert's last show is coming up on the 21st. Yeah. Hey, good. I really like the Colbert Report. But that was a show on another network. His last show is coming up. Let's see. There's no ballroom yet. Yep, no big ballroom. We're not going to have a ballroom, so that's good. I wanted to dance in the ballroom, Sheila. Well, why do you want to dance in the ballroom? Yeah, just it's crazy. It's crazy. I like to cut a rug. Yeah, in my new pants with no dookie stains. Okay, enough of the dookie stains. We don't want to talk about that. So, anything else in the news? The gerrymandering is going on. Yeah, what is that the name of a lizard? Gerrymander is no. You're thinking of salamander. Gerrymander the lizard. Yeah, Gerrymander the lizard. His name is Jerry. Yeah. There is no Gerrymander the lizard. Yeah, Gerrymander the lizard. Gerrymander is it's an action. It's not a noun. It's a verb. It's an action, place, or thing. I think you're crazy, Sheila. But gerrymandering is not like salamander. Oh, really? Yeah. So I'm just so sorry, Sheila. I just didn't know that. Okay. I just can't delete it, Sheila. I'm just so sorry. Don't worry about it. Ah! So, and that's really crazy between Democrats and Republicans. And let's see, what are they, Sheila? Democrats and Republicans. Well, Republicans are conservative-leaning people, and Democrats are liberal-leaning people. Oh, the liberals. Yeah. Heard about that, Sheila. Yeah. And then, of course, you got the conservatives on the conservative side. Yeah. Heard about that too, Sheila. So, anyway, they're fighting over redistricting because, yeah, for a lot of other reasons. Oh, I know the reason, Sheila. Why is that? Well, because we I'm not going to go into it. Let's don't go into it, Sheila. Okay, we won't go into it. We don't want to go into politics because we want to stay out of it. But we do want to say that all voices should be represented and heard. Yeah, including the salamanders. The salamanders, Jeremy. Okay, salamanders, sure, yeah, their voice should be heard. But all voices should be heard, and all people should be represented. And we should not try to dictate and determine how somebody else lives their life, and use laws to oppress other people. I agree with that, Sheila. Yeah, the salamander, laws against them is crazy. No, there's no laws against salamanders. Wait, what? Okay. Just anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too, Sheila. Yeah, because I am a platypus. I know a thing or two about folks not liking who I am. It's crazy. And why do I have clothes on, Sheila? Well, you have clothes on because I don't know. It just makes you more relatable to human audiences. But it's just like a appropriation thing. You mean misappropriation? Yeah, because other platypus don't get to wear clothes. I never thought of that. Yeah, yeah. I just thinking about that, Sheila. I like the shirt. That my Uncle Richie doesn't have one. Your Uncle Richie? Yeah, Uncle Richie. We call him Dick. Uncle Dick. Yeah. Go to a party and say, "Hello, Uncle Dick. You want to suck on some lemons?" Your Uncle Dick sucking on the. Yeah, suck on this, Dick. Suck on this, Dick. But I understand your name is Dick too. Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing, Sheila. Don't forget we keep our things on the inside, not on the outside. Okay, well, we already made a joke about that. So, there it is. But you do look rather cute. Oh, thank you, Sheila. The dookie pants, it's crazy. Well, there's no dookie. There's no. Okay, we are going way on down with this, and I am sure that people are turning the set off. Not the set. Well, that's what we used to say back in my day. Television set, the television set. Yeah, that's crazy, Sheila. But now you do know. Let's get back to the colonoscopy. Yeah, they stuck that thing up your ass, Sheila. Yeah, they did. They did. And unfortunately, I was under anesthesia, and Mr. Dimples was there, and there were a few things that I said. Right? Yeah. Are you gonna tell them what I said? No, I'm not gonna tell them, Sheila. I'm not gonna do it, Sheila. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because they said yes. Okay, go ahead. What were some of the things that I did? Okay, so like when she got on the table, Okay, when I got on the table, she said, "Hey, doctor, are you gonna stick that thing up my ass?" And I did not. And he just laughed his ass off. He did. No, he did the thing. Ooh, doctor, ooh, doctor, ooh, doctor. I did not say, ooh, doctor, ooh, doctor. Yes, you did, Sheila. You said, ooh, day, oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, get me. I did not do that. I didn't do that. Yes, you did, Sheila. And then you looked at one of the girls and said, all right, yeah. Are you doing the ceremony, Am I doing the ceremony? Hey, you're the one that was on drugs. I was not on drugs. I was not there on drugs. I was just watching, that's just crazy. And then when they got the camera up your ass, Sheila, yeah, they started laughing. They didn't start laughing. Yes, they did. Well, why were they laughing? Because they saw, I don't know, the joke. I don't know what it is, Sheila. Oh, when um they saw oh, I don't know. They saw drugs. That's it. Oh, they didn't see drugs up my ass. Yeah, there were some drugs up there, Sheila. From when you went to Wales. When you went to Wales, Sheila, there were a lot of drugs that you stuffed up. You did your gut. I didn't stick any drugs or any things up my butt when we went to Wales. That's what they found. Then they all got stoned. Okay. You're taking this way far. So what you're saying is the doctors found drugs up my bottom. Yeah. And they pulled the drugs out and they got stoned with them. That's what I'm saying, Sheila. They did. They did. They did. And then they laughed their ass off. No pun intended. No pun intended. That's crazy, Sheila. Last time we told some mom jokes. Yeah, this time we're going to do some dad jokes. Actually, that outfit makes you look like a dad. Yeah, I am a dad. You know that? Okay, so we got a couple of dad jokes here on our phone. Because we have nothing better to do with our time to look at dad jokes. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to read that or do you want me to? You read it, Sheila. Okay. Did you know that you should always take an extra pair of pants with you while golfing? Really? Is that true? I don't know, Sheila. Wait a minute, that was my line. Oh, sorry, Sheila. It was a shinger. Okay. Did you know that you should always take an extra pair of pants with you when you go golfing? Really? Just in case you get a hole in one. Oh God. Oh God. Time for the drugs. Time for the drugs. Oh shoot. Sheila, you're crazy. I'm sorry. I just thought let's do a new joke. Okay. This is from dadjokes.com. It's on my little Nokia there, my little cell phone. Yeah, a little, advertisement there, Sheila. Okay. Okay. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. I got to have a British accent for this one. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Sheila. Me and my mates are in a band called Duvet. We're a cover band. Oh, gosh. Oh, oh. What's wrong, Mr. Dimples? I can't stand this. This is crazy. Gosh, these jokes are just really ridiculous. I thought it was kind of cute, though. A duvet is like a cover for a bed. We're a cover band. I thought it was hilarious. No, it wasn't, Sheila. Only to you. Only to you, Sheila. Only to you. Okay, let's do a new one. We got another joke. We got some time here. You read this one. You do this one. Can you read it? Yeah. What do I can't read that word. Bees do after they are married? They go on a honeymoon. I just don't know if I can do this anymore, Sheila. This is just that's awful. Okay, one more joke and then we're gonna call it. We're gonna close it out here. What do you do when your bunny gets wet? So what do you do when your bunny gets wet? You just you just throw it away in the trash. What do you do when your bunny gets wet? You hot on it. I like that one. You hot on it. That was really funny. Hilarious. When your bunny gets wet, you hot on it. Yes. No, when your bunny gets wet, you get your hair drier. Oh gosh. Really? Hello? Is this the Asana salon? Yeah, I got a lady here who really needs to go to the Asane Asylum. Yeah. She's telling stupid dad jokes, It's just crazy. That was like you were being on the phone. Yeah, this is like me on the phone. Hello? Hello? Earth calling Sonny folks out there. Okay, well, that's enough of the dad jokes. We'd just like to thank you for joining us on this crazy, amazing podcast, Sheila, and the Duck. We've talked about a lot of different stuff here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some guests on coming pretty soon. And hey, yeah, get your colonoscopy. Go ahead. Don't mess with the fecal test. Oh gosh, and don't mess with the dookie pants. Those pants didn't have duke. Okay. On that note, we're gonna say good night. Good night, y'all. Yeah, hit the button, Sheila. Okay, and I gotta reach over here. Oh heck, Sheila, what are you doing? I gotta go down here. Stop recording. Y'all.